You mentioned the accident.
Yeah.
After the accident, you've not done any interview, have you?
No.
Okay. What happened?
Charlie, it was serious. Oh, Andy, it was serious. It was serious. It happened literally just here.
Let's take it one by one. Where were you going?
Okay, so I went to see my mommy. Because I go to my mom every Sunday.
Okay.
So I have to drive all the way from East Legon to Ablekuma to her house. We met, we had fun, the entire family was around, we spoke. And heading back home, I had a call from this new artist. He's been on my neck for about, I can say 2 years. So I've been seeing his messages, but I was always on the low with him. I don't reply and all. And finally, I can tell he's getting some buzz because he's rapping, and on TikTok, everybody is loving what he's doing, and I'm actually loving what he's doing as well from afar. So he called me that very instant, and he told maybe he thought I won't still do it. So he called a friend of mine that is very close to me, that will call Kuami that, and I said, you know what, I'm going back home from my mom's place, but I have one studio in Achimota. I could just pass there and do the verse for him, and I'll head back home. So that's what took my time. I drove from my mom's place to the studio. They all came, about 15 of them. I had to call my manager to come around because me in the studio, no more doors with him. About 15 of them. We were chilling, everything. We did the song. I actually did the verse for him. The song was banging. Cool. And they said, okay, fine, we're all going home. And everyone was just leaving. And there's this one guy. He lives at Achimota. And Obie Janeho. So he's now trying to put together how to get an Uber. And I asked him, if I drop you at Achimota overhead, will you be okay? He said, oh, Daddy, I'll get a car to Achimota. And I'm like, okay, cool, let me drop you there. Because that's not my route at all. I normally use
some other routes, don't mention. Oh, that's fine.
Other routes, yeah.
Right. Yes, sir.
And because he wanted me to drop him, I just dropped him there. And I used this route for the very first time going home. So it's the route from the Papaya there. You come, you make a U-turn, and you join the N1.
Right.
So luckily for me, joining the route, the N1 road to the pavement is actually
the fork. How does it say? The GPS says turn on the fork.
It's actually few meters away. That was my luck. Because imagine I was coming from La Paz.
It would have been straight.
Almost 12 a.m. Highway.
Free.
No car. 12 a.m. No car. And I'm heading towards East Legon. And I didn't see anything. Because you know how difficult it is to drive in the evening here in Ghana. Because lights, don't do number. So I just joined the lane and I stepped on it. So I just after the overhead, and there's just two big lights on
those flashlights. What at all are they doing there?
So apparently after this whole thing, they said they are cameras.
Oh
yes, that's what the police said. The police said they are cameras. And so they turned it off after my my incident.
No, they're still
yeah,
on.
I came back 2 days ago and it's back on.
Yeah, it's still on. And
yes.
and I just don't know how they can easily blind you.
It's intense. It's intense. So I'm using my Range Rover, so the light is very good. I had my headlights on because I'm on a highway. But you know when a beam of light is meeting another beam of light and a new mortal being it's just that loud. So I just have to go past the overpass, and then
sped off.
Yes. Right after the overpass, the car was parked right after the overpass. See, the light was hitting my eye. I just needed to go down the overpass, and then I move away from the light. Right after I moved down the overpass, there was this car in front of me.
Was it parked?
It was packed. It was packed actually.
Was there any warning sign?
So nothing. He says that he was actually there, but he was going slow. And I had my camera guy sitting on the right hand on the passenger seat, and that's somebody's son. So this was what actually broke my fist. Immediately I saw the car, I had to turn his side away from the entire crash, because Obiba, and he's used to not putting on belt. So I always, anytime we sit in the car, I say, belt. I do that all the time. So he's used to not putting on belt. And that instant, the only thing I was thinking of is, what if on belt, now the way people, because me belt, obe PF car. So I had to use my side. That's why my side was damaged and his side was okay. I had to use my side. So I turned the car all the way. So the impact whilst holding the steering is what broke the hand. Because I was still trying to move him away from the entire thing. And that's what broke my hand. So the first thing I did was just I got out of the car and the adrenaline. I got out of the car, stood on the pavement for a while, and I calmed. I didn't even realize blood was oozing. I went to the driver and I was like,
"Oh my dear, why,
Charlie?" And he was like, "Oh, me tell you more. So the first thing, and people were coming by. People they're putting their cameras up and all.
Instead of helping you.
Yes, and there was this guy behind me as well. So he swerved as soon as the thing happened. Because if it wasn't me, it would have been him.
Okay.
He said point blank that because on the right. And Kachali. So he was telling me, "Hey, Kuami, we'll save you. I'm proud to save you." So I sat in his car and I told him, "Take me to UGMC," because it was the closest. And he said, "Okay, cool." And I told the guys that they should hold on with this driver for me.
What happened to the gentleman next to you?
No, he was okay. He was okay because I took the impact. He was okay. He was fine. So, but they admitted him and
examined him.
They examined him for a while. He was like, he can go because I was the one injured. So we went to UGMC. So
you broke your fist?
I actually broke my fist. Yeah. You
I see the mark.
Yeah.
The guy you sat in the car, Emmanuel Ajafo, modern Ghana editor.
No, not him. There's another guy. I know who you're talking about. There's another guy who was holding the Uber. Yeah. But that guy came through too as well at the hospital.
Okay. This is a very unfortunate incident, and we thank God that nothing deadly or nothing fatal happened because that's right. And so what happened to the car? Hasn't been repaired or is beyond repair?
So they're saying they can repair it, but
it will break an arm and a leg.
I don't see that